Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fire Brigade of Flames, Chapter 171. When we last left off, Tamaki was training in Asakusa with Hina and Hika, and while doing that, she continually failed to get away from them. She had to run away for 1 minute. She kept failing, but finally, she gained like a new form of covering herself in a full-on half cat cloak. Rather than just the tails that she's been doing, and has now lasted for 30 seconds. She still has 30 more seconds to go, but that's where we jump in with this chapter, 171, simply titled Fire Cat. Our cover picture is a drawing of a cat. Beware of the cat that's hungry for power. Alright, so we have this little thing here, about converting to the official translations from the old translations to the new ones. The Adora Burst and Adora Link have become Adola Burst and Adola Link. Battalion Commander is now Captain, which I think we've been calling them Captain. Company Commander is now Lieutenant, which is what Hinawa, Kareem, and Conroe are. Flame Human is now Infernal. The Special Fire Brigades are now the Special Fire Force Companies. Ash Disease is Tephrosis. Preacher is Evangelist. Fired Super Strength is now Super Fire, but we do have a note here. There is no official term for that yet, but we're changing it to Super Fire as it's more memorable and it sounds better. I do agree it does sound better. Also, the number on their helmets with the letters Fire Force on it, they're Fire Soldiers, not Firefighters. Okay. Anyway, so back where we left off, the two twins are in their little, fox cloaks, as Tamaki is in her half-cat cloak. Tamaki faces off against Hika and Hina, the 1 minute runaway training. They kind of square off against each other, and Tamaki runs away as the twins jump after her. They're now chasing her through the streets. She lands on the top of a store and dashes off, leaving rubble from the shopkeepers down below. They've been chasing each other for some time now. It's gotten interesting. They're just dashing all through the streets, cracking down walls and, cratering the ground as all the townspeople are, dashing for cover. That's it! Go, go, go! Or I say dashing for cover, more like cheering them on. Catgirl, Hika, and Hina are trouble. Don't lose! We see them chasing Tamaki. We flash back to an actual cat. I guess that's more in Tamaki's, backstory. So soft! And she falls over right on top of some guy. I'm so sorry. And that's the guy talking. I'm so sorry. I should be sorry. It's my Lucky Lecher Lure condition again. She sighs as she picks herself up. And some girl, slams her hand on Tamaki's desk. That guy that you hugged, that was my boyfriend. What even is Lucky Lecher Lure? You just did it on purpose, didn't you? Slutty girl. You're an inconvenience. And the girl, slaps off all of, the school supplies on Tamaki's desk. You'll see what happens next if you don't stay in that corner and keep quiet. Alright, so we're suddenly adding in, high school bullying to the story, but alright. I'm really sorry, but I really didn't do it on purpose. You're like a middle schooler with those pigtails. Slut. Hurry up and go over there. Those are two very different, connotations there. As middle schooler, of course, implies, a younger thing, and slut is a much, older, implies a much more older person, and is a very rude thing to say. My audience, do not go around calling people that, but anyway. And she flashes back to a cat, scratching its face. I love cats, but they don't have Lucky Lecher Lure. Do I look like a slut with my pigtails? They remind me of cat ears. I guess that explains where she gets her cat ears from. Oh, how I'd love to be one. Just like a cat. And we cut back to the present as Tamaki does a spin. Just like a cat. I will be quick. 40 seconds. This is bad, Hikage. At this rate, we'll be burnt up. Shall we do it? So that kind of implies they're not yet at an ability to just kind of maintain their cloak state for too long, I guess. But anyway, they both get into some kind of even stronger dashing form and just boom at Tamaki. They're catching up as she sees them right on her tail, flexible like a cat, and she just barely dodges them. Lands into the ceiling. The timing of her counterattack. The cat girl's not that bad. Hey, Hika, Hina, you guys did your best too. Don't run away! This is one son of a bitch. That's 45 seconds. We're back in the past. Judging by Tamaki's outfit, I'm guessing she's already in the 1st Brigade by this point. Oh no, this is the 8th Brigade, because there's Shinra. What are you doing sitting in the corner? Come sit with us. No, I'm fine. I'll be an inconvenience to you again with my Lucky Lecher Lure. And Shinra sits down right next to her. I'm sitting in the corner. You can sit over there. I said I'm fine. I'm used to it. And she like shoves his hand away. That's my seat. Don't mess with the devil. Put me down, will you? And she somehow ends up, I don't even know how she got in that pose. I'm not even gonna begin to figure that one out. Why now? And she picks herself back up. Anyway, I'm sitting in the corner. Even if you cause trouble, you don't need to do that. Just look at this low-level idiot. And he points to Arthur, always sitting at the head of the table. You should walk tall. And with that in her mind, Tamaki stands her ground. I won't run from a bunch of foxes. Why did you suddenly stop? Giving up already? Still have 10 seconds left. I'm not running. And she gets into a battle pose on all fours. Now get out of the way! And she lunges at Hika and Hina, or dashes towards them. She's coming right towards us, and they both high-five each other, ready to catch her. She might try to run away again. And they both kind of merge their flame cloaks into one gigantic fox. As Tamaki is lunging dashing towards them. Fusion. Giant fox. And we see Tamaki, rips her sleeve off, and gets some fire pooling in her hand. Watch me go right through you! And I don't know why she had to rip her sleeve off there, but she did. And she's now, has the ball of flame in both of her hands now. Nekomata, falling star! And she cuts through the giant fox, and Hika and Hina are, go flying out. Nekomata, literally translated, means forked cat, and is known in Japanese folklore as a mythical two-tailed cat. Anyway, Tamaki, stops herself skidding along the roof. We see the rubble she's, just spewing from her trail. Damn it, we're not finished! They both go to start the fight again, and they get a hand on both their heads, and Benimaru stops them. That's 60 seconds. I don't know your reason, but I can tell you've been suppressing your power. Captain Shinmon! It seems you finally scratched the surface. Thank you very much! And her clothes just all come off now, after all that. I wasn't talking about that surface. So, sorry! Can I really change just by playing tag? And she looks over to Benimaru. You only play the game and don't take it seriously. You'll never truly win. But you finally stood in the arena. That's encouraging. Thank you again! And she, bows to him. Just how did you end up like that? And we then cut back to Shinra and Arthur. Captain Shinmon, they're crucified, and there are flames at the feet of their crosses. Captain Shinmon, where the hell did you go? You better not say you forgot about us. To be continued, Chapter 172, Superfire. And no chapter next week due to Golden Week in Japan. Alright, so that ends this chapter. This is a pretty good chapter. It was a nice culmination of Tamaki's arc so far, with the promise of much more to come. This is one of the... I've been saying more and more that I'm actually excited for Tamaki, who's always my least favorite character in the early chapters. But she's almost coming to her own. She still has, even outside of flashbacks, her Lucky Lecher Lure. I really wish she did not, but, that's how it is. It's still it's just the running gag in this series that works the least. It's just weird and random and always kind of abrasive, and never quite fits in with the drama around it most of the time, or even the comedy around it most of the time. I don't know. It's a really weird thing. Yeah. Beyond that, this is a pretty straightforward chapter. Just the last half of the chase, as Tamaki finally wins and is now ready to really get into the crux of what she is capable of. I imagine that will not be next chapter's focus, because next chapter we will probably be getting back to Shinra and Arthur, given that it's titled Super Fire, which is what they're working on with their training. So that's probably where we're going to be at with them. But yeah, beyond that, I don't have too much to say for this chapter. It was pretty short, pretty simple. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!